up. Alright, I'm looking mad white again. Is this thing automatically going into a effing filter every time I use it? Because that's annoying me. No, it's not. That's a filter. That's not. That's a filter. That's weird. Alright, we're back to normal. Alrighty. Did my alert go out? Okay, it just went out now. So let's give people a couple minutes to join. How we doing? What's good, Seth? Usyk pound for pound #1? Really? Well, he barely won the fight. So pound for pound #1? I don't know. The greatest heavyweight in the last 5 years. That is the level of competition. Who did he fight? Nobody. I wouldn't say he fought nobody, but the greatest heavyweight in the last 5 years. Kalia, what's up? Usyk beat Fury. Actually, and I had Fury winning by 1 point, but I got no problem with Usyk getting the victory because Usyk pressed him. Did you guys see my video I dropped today? Doing well. Last I looked, it was like 30,000. For 1 day is good. But my video, I explain it. Usyk, I don't have any problem giving him the victory because he walked Fury down and he was controlling the fight. Really only, though, for 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 4 rounds, he controlled the fight, walked Fury down. And before that, I gave Fury the 12th. So then I gave Usyk those 3. Then I gave Usyk. So I gave Usyk, I want to say 5 rounds, one of which was a 10-8. Now, there was a couple swing rounds that could have been even, could have been whatever. I got a question. Did Usyk outpace Fury or outbox him? Someone thought he outpaced Fury because he didn't outbox or outpace him. Fury was outboxing and outpacing Usyk. Usyk walked Fury down, which is a wild, wild thing to do considering Usyk's the smaller man. But he walked Fury down and Fury was running from him. If he beats Wilder, he's the best of the era, and he will easy. If Wilder hits him in one of those shots, this was a very razor-close decision. Agreed. Draw or a point either way is fair. Agreed, Jeffrey. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. It's a dope picture, Tony. Dope-ass picture. Round 1 and 2, Usyk. Yeah, I agree. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Fury. Maybe not all 6. Maybe you can give a couple. Fury won at least 4 or 5 there, dominate. Then he won 12, so that's 6. So that's 6 rounds Fury won. And Usyk won 6, right? Bare minimum. But with the knockdown, Usyk gets the point. But if there's a couple rounds in there that you give to Usyk or to Fury either way, and a few of them were close. I had a couple even. My final score was 115, 114 for Fury. But I do acknowledge that a lot of those rounds, not a lot, I would say at least 3 of them were swing rounds. Either could have gone either way. And if you swip them either way, Usyk wins. And Usyk finished the fight stronger. While Fury, the 12th round, Fury looked better, but Usyk finished the fight being the dominant. Usyk was the dominant fighter. Regardless of the points Usyk appeared optically, he was the dominant fighter. That's how he ended the fight, as the dominant fighter. So that's why I don't have a problem with him winning. I called round 2 a swing, which I gave to Fury. Me too. But what I did after, to be fair, I had a couple swing. I had Fury winning almost 7 off the first 7. Then I was like, all right, let me not be biased. So I switched a couple over to Usyk. And then, of course, at round 9, you just were, shit. That's how it was. His level of competition is trash in the heavyweight division. That's why he's good for the... you're wilding out. Let's not wild out. Let's not be all or nothing here. I thought Fury won. I had him by 1 point. But it was such a close fight that I have no problem No problem with it going either way. Judges were spot on in this fight. Nah, not the 115, 112 judge. I disagree with that. Yeah, boy, Fury got cooked. Cooked? I mean, he got cooked in the 9th round, but you're saying a split decision victory that a lot of people thought that Fury actually might have won is cooked? No. And he's not my boy, by the way. I never met him. I was going for him, if that's what you mean. I thought he would win, if that's what you mean, but he's not my boy. I had Usyk to win the fight. Let's go. All right. All right. That's a New York thing, apparently. J Pitt, you from New York? Nah, you're not, right? I heard that you're is a New York thing, but we don't. Not in my time, nobody said you're. That sounds like some Southern shit to me. Usyk won. Okay, and I had Fury 114, 115. I think I had Fury. So there you go. Nothing wrong with your score either, J Pitt. See, I thought Fury took round 7 off, and that's what started the Usyk comeback. He got tired. 8 and 9, he got tired. He just leaned on the ropes and let Fury start popping him. And Fury was, if you saw what Fury did, he came in at an angle. He came in on the left side. He threw his lead left hook, and he went to the side to his. So he's a right-hander, right? So he threw a right hook. And he went to his right to throw it. So he's over here. He's throwing the hook. Can you guys see? But then what he did right after is he came over here with this punch. But you see how he's out of mid-range now? See? This is mid-range. He's on this side, but the hook's coming here. So he feints him and makes him think he's going this way, but then he hits him, boom, with his hand. I don't know if that translated well on the camera for you guys. And that's the punch that cracked him, knocked his ass into quantum leap. That was a punch that did it. And he hit him, and he did that with the second punch that wobbled Fury across the ropes, had him bouncing off the corner pocket like an 8-ball. That was the same combination: right hook, left hook. Or if you're conventional, he threw a lead left hook, and then he came over with kind of a straight slash overhand right hook straight. Nah, CT adopted it from NYC friends. Nah, CT? It's CT mean? 115, 112 is justified. Nah, no, it's not. No. Fury, again, wait. Usyk match go even. Okay, Fury, Usyk fighting in the 90s and 2000s. How would he do in the heavyweight division? I don't know. Looks like he'd do pretty damn well. Right? I don't know. I thought the fight should have been stopped. Fury bounced off the ropes twice. Nah. Shouldn't have been stopped. It's not about that he wasn't defending himself. It's that he was defending himself sort of, but it was more that he wasn't really getting hit. Granted, he was like stumbling down with his hands down, but he wasn't getting hit. The fight's only stopped if he's getting hit and he's in danger of getting harmed. And he fell, and the referee did the perfect job, because that would have been an early stoppage. The referee did it perfectly. Perfect refereeing. Fury had himself to blame. He could no longer fight all 12. I mean, he looked like he got gassed. Fury is an embarrassment to boxing. Got dropped by a fighter. Glad he lost. Okay. Connecticut. Oh, right. You're from CT. Right. Okay. Usyk, number 1, pound for pound. Bud, second. Nah, let's not do that. Bud had his mega fight. Where are you going? Oh, okay. Bud had his mega fight, which he dominated. Right? Another pound for pound great fighter. Usyk had his mega fight, which he barely won. Right? Usyk has only fought one other in heavyweight. Anthony Joshua was the only other big name heavyweight that he beat. And at cruiserweight, he beat maybe one big name. Bud has fought tons of big names in every division and dominated and knocked them almost all out. So I cannot put Usyk over. The recency bias, don't let these recency bias get you. I know it's exciting to see, and what he did was exciting, but he barely won that fight. Something he didn't win that fight. So I can't put that over Bud, who had one of the most lopsided mega fight victories in the history of the pugilistic sciences. That's fair. when Fury was stumbling, I thought he was playing. Somebody else, oh, Ness told me that. I'm like, I don't think he was playing. You know what? For a second, I did. Like, is he just like, ooh, like playing around? Then I'm like, this motherfucker's on Queer Street. Am I allowed to say that anymore? Is that canceled? Fury wasted energy in his ring walk. I don't know about that. The referee's always saving Fury. Get you, my friend, are too young to be such a biased hater. You're too young. What do you hate Fury for? What were you one of those like guys who thought Wilder he cheated at Wilder and you think he's like a dirty cheat? Is that it? Because if that's it, don't bring that to all those other fights. As boxing fans, we should look at each fight for what it is. Look at boxing. Don't look at the personalities or don't look at what they do outside the ring. If you're a fan of boxing, you're a fan of boxing. Are you a fan of boxing or are you a fan of like a soap opera? How can you enjoy a fight if you're a real boxing fan? How can you enjoy a fight for its pugilistic science, for its art, for what it is, if you already have locked and preloaded a narrative and a notion about a fighter? Now you're not even watching boxing. Now you're wishing somebody wins or loses. Now you can't enjoy boxing. I don't care who you are. You cannot absorb what's really happening. You cannot absorb the chess moves that are happening in front of your face when you're emotionally attached with hatred. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, you're too young for that shit, man. And you'll love boxing. You'll enjoy boxing so much more if you just remove that and watch it and enjoy the sport. I don't know. Take it or leave it. You're a young cat. Maybe you'll absorb it. Crawford only Spence, and I guess you can say Amir. Crawford only Spence? What? Sean Porter? Are you wiling out? Kell Brook? You are drunk. Half Mexican, half white guy is drunk. Pound for pound list wasn't meant for heavyweight. Nah. No, J Pitt, please. All right, you guys got me going tonight. Here's another narrative. Why the hell would the pound for pound list not be meant for heavyweight? Why? Because the heavyweight's bigger and could beat everybody up? That's not what pound for pound is. Pound for pound is if they were the same size and they could get in the ring, who would be better? Just like you can stretch out a welterweight and put him in front of like, oh, well, if he was light heavyweight, you can take a heavyweight and shrink him down and make him at welterweight. Why the hell would a heavyweight not be? That's not a thing, J Pitt. I don't know how long you've been watching boxing, but I never even heard that shit up until like a couple years ago. That heavyweights aren't included in the pound for pound. Tell Ali that. Tell Mike Tyson that in his prime. Tell Larry Holmes. Tell Joe Louis. Tell Jack Dempsey that. Tell Jack Johnson that. Shit. Lennox. Tell Lennox that. When he was scraping everybody, showing the most speed and power and boxing skill we've seen in decades. How could he not be in the pound for pound list? Nah, you're wiling out. Good, stop. I'm glad you absorbed it, man. It's true. Don't get attached with all that shit. I get that watching boxing, you can get attached because a lot of like, man, when Mike Tyson lost, I shed a tear. I was only 12 or 13, but I did because you see yourself in fighters. He was from the hood in New York like I was. He was a fighter. I was an aspiring fighter. And you see a dude from the hood come and make it in the sport that you want to. And so when you see him make it, you're like, oh, I could do that. But then when you see him lose, you're like, oh, man, that's me. But it's not you. Don't attach yourself. You can watch dudes. You can appreciate them. You can learn from what they do right and what they do wrong. But don't attach yourself. And for God's sake, please don't look at what they do outside the ring. Unless it's some like blatantly like whatever racist or something like he's killing babies or whatever, something messed up. Okay, I get that. But cooking. Bud took Postal's when the people there you go. Damn, Clarissa's got the female pugilist schooling you. Pound for pound was created because of Ray Robinson. That's a fact. But why are you saying that though? Are you saying that so there shouldn't be heavyweights because Ray? No, it's created because people say if one fighter could be shrunken or stretched to any other fighter's weight class, who would be better? Example. You take Mike Tyson, the speed and power he had. You put him down to middleweight. with that speed and that power and that jaw and that tenacity. I hate to say this, but he might sleep Hagler, who never even got hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's how you look at pound for pound. What would happen if you took that Tyson? Now, it's hard to judge, but you can see all heavyweights hit hard and have higher knockouts. But there's only a few heavyweights who are hitting like that, like Tyson. Tyson is an extreme standout puncher. So you shrink him down, he's an extreme standout puncher in any weight. You get what I'm saying? Evander Holyfield. You shrink him down, he's not an extreme standout puncher. So you shrink him down to middleweight, match him against Hagler, he's not hurting Hagler because his punch wasn't crazy. He had other, Holyfield was a fast guy, a smart guy, great chin. You shrink him down, his chin is, you get what I'm saying? Skills can still be determined at all weights if dudes shrunk down or shrunk up and face each other. That's what I'm saying. You're a casual. Don't call him a casual. I hate when people call each other casuals. That's like an insult. Obviously, it's like calling that's like when you call a man a bitch, or what do they do now? Back in my day, like, you're a bitch. Now they say, oh, you're in your feelings like a female. That's what people say now. That's like the way to try and insult them. And in boxing, calling somebody a casual is the same thing as saying you're in a female in your emotions to a grown man. It's an insult. Don't call them a casual. Well, just because somebody doesn't agree with you doesn't mean they're a casual. Yeah, casuals. That's like as close to fighting words in boxing as you can get if you think about it, right? Shut up, casual. I've been called that, and to me, it's stupid. It's like somebody telling me I can't fight. Like, I know what I am, and I know what I'm not. So that's just when somebody gets upset and they don't know how to have a conversation. And I'm not talking about you specifically, make food, but that's when somebody gets upset and they don't want to talk. They don't want to have an adult debate, a productive debate. They just want to they don't have words, so they just try and insult the person and shut them up. That's what that is. That's the equivalent of being like, fuck you, you're a bitch. I banged your mama. Like, that's the equivalent of that, of calling somebody casual when boxing is being talked. Instead, speak your point. Let me hear why you think what you think. That's more gangster. That's what I'm saying. Bro, I get it, but pound for pound original. No, it didn't. It's never excluded heavyweights. Ever. Pound for pound means all pounds. It doesn't say pound for pound except over 200 pounds. Do you hear what you're saying, Cut? It never did. It was made to include smaller guys with heavyweights. That's what it was made to do, to include the smaller with the heavyweights. Then eventually it evolved. Now, everybody has their own criteria for pound for pound. That's the thing, too. So I can't I'm telling you that I've never seen a pound for pound list without a heavyweight. So that it shouldn't include it, that's just not true, because no pound for pound list excludes heavyweights. Not one credible one. The Ring Magazine, WBA, none of them exclude heavyweights. So that's a new thing that people just come up with. I just came in here. What are we talking about? All kinds of shit, Dwayne. You're right about the casual shit. Word up. Make food, talk your stuff. What? People say casual when they don't agree with an opinion. It's boxing, but I know. And here, like, I can't control what people do. I can't control what people do here either, but I can promote what we should do in here. And in here is like, we talk about it. You disagree, we can learn from each other. I can learn from you guys. You can learn from me. We can learn. You don't agree, tell me why. I'm always open. I don't know everything. I'm always open. I could say I don't agree with you, but I'm not gonna call you a bitch. That's the pugilistic bitch, is a casual. Oh, now you kidding. Fury still has the rematch. Who knows what they come up with? Fury could beat him. Fury can beat him. But he could also get beat. This motherfucker lets Usyk walk him down again. He's not going to win. How do you outweigh somebody by 40 pounds and 4 or 5 inches, and you let him walk you down? And you don't lean on him. I don't get it. Can't make fun of the so-called casuals when the ones buying the fight. That's true, too. And casuals do exist, but obviously in this room, nobody's a casual. You're not coming in here if you're a casual. Like you would, casuals don't go on YouTube looking for boxing rooms. That's just not what a casual does. You know what I'm saying? So calling anybody a casual pretty much in any boxing room is ridiculous. You got maybe 1% of them, every now and then, but come on. Casuals are not wasting their time going to fucking YouTube boxing rooms. You just said what, but I said make food, talk your stuff, tell me why I'm Oh, there you go. Will Fury even take the rematch? I'd be shocked if it's his first loss. Why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Unk? Unk Dre. It's all BS, in my opinion. Salute Marco. That ref robbed us fans of a knockout. The ref robbed the fans of a knockout. How did the ref rob the fans of a... The ref followed the rules to a T. When you fall into the ropes and they hold you up, that is a knockdown. The second Fury corner pocketed into the ropes, finally ping-ponged and ended up into the ropes. The ref jumped in and started counting, and the round ended. How did he rob anybody of anything? What? I like Fury, but I don't like what he said. Yeah, I agree with that. That was, yeah. And when they brought that up in the press conference, you saw that Frank Warren was like, "Let's just move on." He was in a war. Like, yeah, that was some sour grape shit. This isn't Dre Bobo, right? I don't think it is. 5 inches isn't much. At least that's what my girl. Come on, man. That's what we're talking about. Talk about this dude. This dude talking about his junk. I don't want to hear that. Pound for pound is really common since it was just like you said. IBF about to strip Usyk in a few weeks, so Usyk only got 2 weeks to enjoy that. That's so wrong. Why the fuck would they do that? Let him. You know what belt should count from now on? That undisputed belt Turki Al-Sheikh made. You saw that one? Looked kind of like a WWE belt. I wasn't crazy about the way it looked. That undisputed should have been in diamonds. It should have been maybe, but whatever. That belt should matter from now on. If the fighters, if Usyk now just says this is the belt that matters, I guarantee you the rest of the world will follow suit. That'll be like the lineal. Where the rematch will take place, 02, I don't know. It's a joke. What's a joke? Oh yeah, I know it's a joke. I don't think you're really talking, come on. Fury was out on his feet. I have seen many times when the ref had stopped. No, he wasn't out on his feet. Fury was moving away, stumbling away, and was having his hand. Fights will only stop when somebody's getting hit and they can't defend himself. Fury was not getting hit. He was falling away. The second Fury would have taken a couple hard shots. Like if he wouldn't have kept moving away, if he would have been fell in the corner and took a couple shots, it probably would have been stopped. But the fact that he wasn't, that he stumbled away, and by the time Usyk got to him, he bounced off the rope and then went the other direction, which I don't know if his own feet brought him in the other direction or just he wobbled, whatever it was. It was very close to being stopped. I agree. But he fell into the ropes. And at that point, it was a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? Usyk's left hand was landing on. I know, man. Nasty. That belt will have Hulk Hogan and Rock's face on it. Turki undisputed belt is laughable. The only real. Nah, I don't think it's laughable. He's the one putting on the fights. He's the one who would actually be a sanctioning body that will control shit. People would respect him. That's what we need. We need an organization that people will respect. Tobito. I had Usyk winning this fight. 1-3 Usyk, 4-7 Fury. I gave Usyk the first two, not 1 to 3. 3 through 8 was Fury for the most part. Dominant. Hurting him too. Wobbled him. He wobbled Fury. He wobbled Usyk to the head with an uppercut and with a normal punches at least twice, and wobbled him to the body. Visibly shook him up from the body twice. He was putting it on him, man. He was whooping his ass, and then it just all changed. One punch is all it took. The ref could have called it a knockdown when Ugas got knocked into. Yeah, anytime you get into the ropes and the ropes hold you up from falling, it is technically and officially should always be a knockdown. But sometimes ref blow calls. This call he didn't blow. He called it a knockdown. Now you go if you're whoever said that before is obviously one Fury to lose. Now if you're a fan of somebody else, look, if you want somebody to win, right? I was saying this before. You can always find a reason to criticize. You could look at it like you want Fury to lose. Oh man, I wish he would have just the ref would have just let not called it a knockdown and let excuse me, the ref would have stopped it because he was somewhat not defending himself for a couple seconds. Or you could say the dude fell into the ropes and they held him up, so that's a knockdown. So he had to stop Usyk from hitting him because he was down. Fury was down. He was like laying in the ropes. His ass was sitting on the rope. He was entangled in the ropes. He was down. Why would he not jump in and call that a knockdown? It's what you're looking for. You're looking to shit on a fighter, or you're looking for that fighter to lose. You can find it. Either fighter in this fight, you can find a reason to criticize either fighter if you want, or the ref. But look, the truth was, it was a close fight. Fury dominated this dude for pretty much the entire first half of the fight. And then Fury almost got knocked out, which alone changes everybody's optics. And then he's running and getting cracked and getting chased. And he had maybe from round 9, he had maybe 2 rounds. 12 he won for sure, and there might have been one more that he could have won or gone even. But Usyk was on him, was hunting him. Usyk was a bounty hunter the second from 9 on, but that's only 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12, but not 12 so Usyk really dominated 3 rounds, right? And then might have won 2 to 3 others close. Then he got dominated. I mean, you see how close it was? But the knockdown put it over the edge. If there's no knockdown, I don't think there's any argument that Usyk won that fight. But if there's no knockdown, Usyk also wouldn't have won rounds 10 and 11 so convincingly, because Fury, all of round 10, Fury was still out. Motherfucker he kept away, but it took him almost all of round 10. I would say about a minute to go in round 10, he finally was solid on his feet, was flicking his jab and doing a little work. Before that, he was survival mode. Frequent. The look on Fury's face when even the first couple shots that hit him in the nose, he was just like, he kept rubbing his nose. I think he broke his nose. Cracked him. I gave Fury 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 12. So you gave him 7 rounds. Okay, that's about right. That's about what I gave him. And then you give the other guy 5, but with the knockdown, it's so close. So close. Usyk is a second half boxer. He gives the opponents the early rounds. He was not giving Fury those rounds. He was getting boxed from a bigger, longer man. He couldn't reach Fury. But eventually, I don't know if Fury got tired or Fury got maybe too cocky. He reached him. Either fatigue or Fury was just like, whatever, you can't hurt me. Whatever it was, Fury did end up getting reached. Do you think Fury was playing around too much to appeal to the crowd? Nah, because nothing that he did showboating, he didn't get hit from any of it. Matter of fact, he would put his hands on the ropes and pop, hit him hard. Nah, it's only bad if the showboating led to him getting hit, but it didn't. If anything, I thought it was deterring Usyk a little, but Usyk is tough, man. He kept coming. How many fighters would keep trying that hard after getting their ass whooped for that much of the fight? I'm surprised Usyk absolutely. I thought, and a couple of them almost dropped him, but he took him. Happy this fight even happened. We have undisputed heavyweight. We do. Word up, rematch. Word up. Fury can't beat a lot of heavyweights in the 90s. All right, here we go. What's up, Demon? Can't be Demon. Demon? Demon, probably, right? I doubt your parents named you Demon. So my bad. Demon, I assume. You wanna hit me with the phonetic spelling? Tell Fury to hold that L, no knockout power. All of us. Tell Fury to hold that L, no knockout. I know. That's weird too, right? Smaller dude couldn't knock him out. Weird. I'm with you. What up, hoops? If I had to make a system for championships, it'd be every country has a belt, and the belt holders can have a world title, world champ, national champs. There's also a champ ranking. Yep. Fury's reach was ridiculous. Usyk was in a different area. I know, but eventually, that stopped. We can maybe credit Usyk for making it stop. He was pressing him, got him tired. I don't know. I think Fury got overconfident because he was starting to pick Usyk apart. Yep, it seemed that way. Seemed that way. She was high. It was supposed to be Demon, but she put Demon. Fury got what he had coming. He's done. Okay? Not gonna lie, I was pissed with how Fury didn't capitalize whenever he wobbled Usyk. So tired. He did what he could do. 262 is too light, 270 is better. He didn't lean on him, so it doesn't really matter. Good night. See you on the Boxing Boys. Peace. So, Freddie, what's going on? What's going on, people? What's going on? Just talk to me. I'm gonna get out of here soon, though. It's getting kind of late. Fury chin is cooked. Maybe. Either way, it was a good fight. I was hoping for a knockout. Yeah. I thought Fury was gonna stop him. The way it started, that's what it looked like. I thought Fury was gonna stop him. But obviously he did not. So that's the way that was. But now we got a good rematch. So that'll be dope. And we'll see who really makes the adjustments in the rematch. You know what I mean? If Fury can if Usyk can hurt Fury again, forget about it. Who steals the show? I don't know, man. Hard to tell. All right, guys. You know what? I'm gonna bounce out of here. I will catch you guys tomorrow night. All right. Appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button on the way out. All right. Just want to come in and talk to you guys real quick. All right. Peace.